Hello guys, Billy here again. I'd like to work more on the pendulum aspect, only I raised it up so it's going to be moving your head from side to side. It's a great tool for learning how to use your core to move. The way I like to use it is obviously swing it like a pendulum and you pretend that it's coming at you, and it's not happening at a fast rate, but it gets you used to the idea of bumping to the right or bumping to the left. And at first you just do body movement. You practice double slipping, practice slip and duck. It's a compound action. It's not just one slip and punch. Punching comes later. The kicking comes later. You can add all the techniques. You can use stick, blade, whatever you want. Now, the reason I like the pendulum so much is it's a fun solo tool, and it's something that's hard to do with a partner. But you can really do it with the pendulum, and you can concentrate on the side-to-side aspects. See, when you got your right or left foot forward, there's side-to-side aspects here. You bend your legs. You're not turning like a roll. The purpose of it is just to be able to slip to the side. So if you slip, slip, you go bump, boom. Okay, you slip, 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 bump, boom. Okay, you can slip and duck. There's a lot of cool stuff with it, and when it's feeding you, you have a reference point. So let's mess around with this a little bit. See, this is a maze ball or a maze bag. It's made for slipping. I have it on a long lanyard, so the speed's a lot slower. But what you're trying to do is, obviously, if I don't move, it bumps you, right? So that's good. So when it's coming past you, you want it to swing through. And what you want to get practice doing, you start, let's say, with your left foot forward. Okay, that's a conventional boxing stance. You have your hands up. You don't worry about doing anything with your hands in just the beginning. Just here, slip right, slip left. All right? So now, what you want to try to do is move your head from side to side before it reaches you twice. Okay? So when it comes here, 1, 2. Okay? Let it pass. Do it again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? Now, slip to your right first with the same with your left foot forward. Okay? Now, 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? When you get used to that, then you go to southpaw and do the same thing over again. Now, once that becomes comfortable, and you can move your head from side to side, this is just coming at you, so you know you can move your head. Twice is enough. Now, you saw me mention move to the left first or move to the right first. What that has to do with is what's coming at you. You want to try to get to the outside of that limb. In this case, it'll be a jab cross, okay? Or it could be a cross jab, okay? Object is moving to the outside of the limb is a good perspective. If they don't throw a combination, you're already to the outside of the limb. If they do, you'll be to the outside of the other one too. And yes, you can slip first and duck, which is another compound head movement, which we'll talk about. It's the same kind of idea. But now when you're talking about what do you do after that? Okay, for instance, slip, slip, you can bump. Now I'm putting my right foot forward. I started with my left foot forward, and you could throw a punch. But right now we're just working on positioning. See the angle I'm at now? Okay? So if I'm starting with my left foot forward and this comes 1, 2, bump. See how that misses? It's just getting used to it. All this is a feed. So it's coming at your center line, so you learn how to move offline. Make sense? So that's all this is. So we come here, 1, 2, bump, top. Now when we go to the other way, we go right, left, bump. And we can throw an uppercut or a hook, whatever. See, I'm used to throwing the punches and stuff, so you'll see me start to throw a punch, but in the beginning, don't worry about the punches. Just let your hands flow. Try to keep them up. And try to move your head and your hands, everything together. Bend your legs. Move at the waistline. Get used to side. Okay? This is not rolling. Rolling or dropping in is a different thing. This is just side-to-side head movement with a bump. Okay? So now we go 1, 2, switch feet. See how this flips forward? If we go to the right first, 1, 2, switch feet. Now your left foot's forward, it's the same thing. Now let's switch feet. Now I got southpaw forward, right foot forward. So my left power shot would be, my hand would be back, right? So if I move to the right first, it's 1, 2, I switch my feet again. I can uppercut, I can boom, I can pivot. We go to the left first, 1, 2, switch feet again. Boom. See, so it works out okay. 1, 2, boom. You just mess around with it. 1, 2. It gets you used to moving. And that's what I like about it. Okay? Another cool thing is, on the compound motion, you slip and duck. You slip and duck. Now, depending upon what foot you have forward, that's going to dictate how you duck. Right? If you step to your left first for the slip, obviously I'm going to duck back to my right leg. That doesn't mean you can't step and duck, you can. But that's a little more advanced. Keep it simple to start with. Here, slip, duck, see? Now I'm over here. I'm on this side of the center line. I start at center line, it comes, I'm over here in this center line, now I'm over here. Okay? That's a slip and a duck. And that's with my left foot forward. Same thing, left foot forward. If I slip to the right first, let's see, now I'm going to duck forward. Okay, now I'm on this side of the center line. So normally, the duck is the second move. Whichever direction the slip is, if it's forward or rear, that's going to dictate how your duck goes, obviously. More advanced as you start to step with all this stuff. Okay, that'll be next time. We'll get into that because I'm going to add punching to it. So just play with this. Again, remember, beginning side to side, side to side. Okay, side, side, bump. Here, side, side, bump. Here, slip, duck, bump. Here, slip, duck, bump. Okay, so you can mess around with that kind of stuff. When you get good at this, when you find yourself sparring or working on combatives of any kind, and you unlock your springs, tuck your tail, and use your legs, you'll be able to move quite well. It almost feels like you're a monkey, but you know, because you tuck your tail and you bend your legs, but it frees everything up, and you move centered. And also remember, anytime you do step, don't go past 20 chin. You want to keep your weight in between your hips and your feet. Obviously, if you go further, you'll be stuck. Your foot will feel like a boat anchor. Okay, so again, this is the pendulum ball. It's about a 3-foot lantern from the ceiling, and you just swing it and you practice. This is a really, really cool tool. You don't hit it, that's not what it's for. It's just a feed for sensitivity. It's really, really good with sword work, especially setting impet stuff. A lot of people don't practice flow work all that much. I happen to love it. I've been using a pendulum for years. If you think about Mike Tyson used a slip bag, it's a pendulum. It's just a small one, and his was a lot faster. He had it tied closer to the top of his head, so it was faster. But again, it taught him the side-to-side head movement. So that's what this is all about. And experiment with it. It's a ton of fun. And that's what I wanted to share with you tonight, because I'm going to start bringing it in more to the tutorials because it has a lot of benefit. And then I'm also going to show you later these same drills off a focus ball where you feed it, slip, slip, and then you do your thing. That's what's going to be cool about that. So you'll see how these drills overlap with the pendulum and the focus ball. Focus ball being the tennis ball with the 2 bungees. Okay, make sure you follow me on YouTube, or you can email me at billyboston@gmail.com or combativeFitnessWorkshop@hotmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Everyone have a good night. Take care. Peace.